Hello to the good folks at xoutpost.com. This is just a quick video to show you the Thermo Top Z as fitted to my 2005 BMW X5 E53. It's this little beastie we're talking about here. It's a little auxiliary heater, has water in and out, fuel and air inlet with a filter, and underneath there is an exhaust that runs down inside the wheel arch. The exhaust runs all the way down here and has its own very nifty little exhaust pipe and muffler. Don't ever run this inside the garage because it will not be good for your health. This little beastie is quite smart. It's BMW specific, the Z variant. It has K-bus, I think it is, communication, and therefore you can diagnose it and do various functions through INPA and DIS, etc. This thing runs independently when you start the car. If the temperature is below 6 degrees Celsius, i.e. 5.5 or lower, it will start all by itself and run until the engine temperature gets up to 75 degrees Celsius. However, with a small modification, you can also run it independently with a remote. There's a factory version of this. I've got an aftermarket one. So if I push this little button here, with a bit of luck, there it goes. So the first thing you can hear is the auxiliary pump firing up. That's the auxiliary water pump down in there, and I can hear the fan inside the Webasto running as well. So it does some preliminary tests, make sure all the things are going. I can now hear the dosing pump firing up, so it's priming the fuel. It has a glow plug to ignite the fuel, and it has a flame detector inside it, and if it doesn't ignite properly it won't run. So now I can hear the auxiliary water pump running, pumping water around the system. Initially it only heats the water in the engine block. When I say water I mean coolant. And once the coolant temperature gets up to 20 degrees, it ignites, or doesn't ignite, sorry, it turns on the blower motor in the car and starts to warm the cabin via the heater core as well. 15 or 20 minutes of operation will get the coolant temperature up to about 30 degrees Celsius, and while it won't make the cabin warm, it does certainly take the chill off in the mornings. You can hear this thing picking up speed now. It starts off quite slow, and the dosing pump runs quite slowly until it detects that everything is good and working correctly, and then once it's defined or determined that everything is working as it should, it starts to pick up speed and then really starts to generate some heat. Here it goes. So that's pretty much running at full power now. It's up to speed. The dosing pump's going quite fast. The exhaust volume is quite noticeable. You don't hear this from outside the vehicle very much at all if the hood or the bonnet is shut, but you certainly do hear the exhaust. In fact, no, it's stepped up another level. I was wrong. It wasn't up to speed. It is now. Here's the exhaust. So that'll run happily for up to 30 minutes before the K-bus will turn it off, or the battery starts to get too low to enable the car to start, in which case it'll turn it off then as well. Interesting thing is here, oh yeah, what? No key, all independent, and the only indication from inside the car that it's running is the little auxiliary heating light flashing, but everything else in the car is dark, all off. So, that's a Thermo Top Z, or as we say in Queen's English, a Thermo Top Z. BMW specific, and very handy for those of us who live in colder climates. Have a great day, guys.